Hello and good evening, everyone. Welcome to my subscribers lesson English practice. Dear viewers, it's Friday night here, and our local time is 7:51 p.m., which is the UK time. And fortunately, I've got a subscriber lesson now for an hour. I've started a little bit early so that my subscribers are aware and join me on time. Dear viewers, there is an announcement from the Hallo that from the Monday we're going to get Hallo Plus, an update where you'll have the opportunity to make live stream and also enter into a competition where possibly you might be one of the winners to get a reward through which you can subscribe to your favorite teacher. The rules is that you need to make live stream daily for half an hour, and you have to take the screenshot after 30 minutes that this is your half an hour slot. Then you can email us to support.hallo.tv, and also you'll be given the golden hand shaped badge. And also, if any student subscribes to any teacher during this time, the teacher is going to get double money, which is really amazing for us. So if you please subscribe to any of my lessons or any other teacher, the teacher is going to get double money. That is the plus point for the teachers. But if you subscribe to any teacher, you're also going to be benefited as well. Okay, and the benefits we are going to disclose on Monday because it has not been declared it officially, but we believe that it should be declared soon. Okay, dear viewers, once again, bear me a moment, please. Okay.
Hi, teacher RahatAli. Hi, all. I am Ibrahim from Morocco, and I am very happy to be a student with teacher RahatAli in the Hallo University. Now, today, we will practice with teacher RahatAli. Okay. It's a long journey with Hallo, yes. It's for about more than 1 year. More than 1 year practicing, trying to improve my listening, my speaking, writing, and reading. And it's wonderful when you have a feedback from someone who is a native or like a native English speaker. Yes, I know that I make a lot of mistakes, but I try to to improve myself. We learn by making mistake. Making mistakes is belonging to the process of learning itself. When we, yes, I know that I have to improve, to practice. I have a lot of effort to make in pronunciation. First, before speaking about fluency, I have to speak about pronunciation, words, how to practice, how to stress words, to stress some syllabs, and how to go down and up, and give the tonality to your voice. Yes, it's not easy at all. When I listen to Professor John, oh, sample present is a tense in the language in any yes. Go ahead, teacher Rahatali.
Welcome, Professor Ibrahim. Carry on and finish your conversation. We'll start after.
No.
No, no, no. Don't miss the chance, Professor Ibrahim. He's
Okay. In any language, there are in the most case three tense: the present, the future, and the past. In some language, there are many past, but in English, each sample, donc there are simple past, past continuous, past perfect, and. Go ahead, teacher Rahat Ali. I need. It's very tough to speak and and speak for a long time. In my language, I do it, but in English, it's very tough.
Professor Ibrahim. Don't worry. I'm here to listen to you and ask you a question.
Yes, ask me, and I will try to answer. But talking without any direction is like swimming in a swimming pool without knowing how to 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 keep your body in the up of the water. If you ask me, I will try to organize, to sort my idea, my thought, and try to answer to teacher Hatali.
That's lovely, Professor Ibrahim. I'm really happy for that. Okay. Now, Professor Ibrahim, as you can see, today's topic is simple present. I'm sure you are aware of that, this word simple present. What does it mean? Could you please explain from your point of perspective?
Simple present is a tense when we describe something which is happening right now, or yes, and it's challenging because we will we will mix it with present continuous. Present continuous is continue. It's starting in the past, but it is still happening. But the present is a single point in the axis of time, I think.
Okay, that's great. Professor Prime, can you see that screen?
Yes.
All right, the screen says, what is that? The concept of tense. Okay, present simple is one of the tenses of the 12 major tenses that we use. Okay, so the
Yes.
concept of tense, as you said earlier, is very clear and understandable. It is related to the time. And amazingly, I always suggest each and every learner, if you can understand tense and it's all 12 sections or branches, then you have learned majority parts of the English grammar. because when we are studying tense, it is related to the verb, parts of speech, related to the number, related to the person, okay, and related to the intonation as well, more or less. So also related to the narration and voice. So if you ever study tense, that is the main and an important basic grammar part for learning and developing yourself. So in our real life, there are three types of time, as you can see, Professor Ibrahim. The time which we are at the moment having is, we call it present. The time that is gone is past. The time that hasn't come yet, we call it future. Okay, Professor Ibrahim, I'm just simplifying in a very layman's word so that everyone can understand, not in a hard or difficult word. And there are basically there's three parts of tense: and present, past, and future. If you understand the present, then it will be easier for understanding future as well as past. And another important matter is that, Professor Ibrahim, during our conversation, we do not use many tenses, especially past perfect and past simple. Okay. If something happened in the past, we can simply say, "Oh, I watched the movie last year," rather than "I had watched the movie last year." That's also correct, but in conversational English, we do not use it. We only use past perfect when two actions happen in the past, and we have to understand which action took place, or maybe the actions were taking place at the same time. Like while I was driving, I was watching the road. Look, this is the two actions you can do same time, right, Professor Ibrahim? You drive. Professor Ibrahim, you
Yes.
drive car. So when you're driving, definitely you're watching at the road as well.
Yes.
Exactly. So uh, we'll go from the present simple. So each tense has four sections. Indefinite, in Asian countries it is called indefinite, but in the Western countries it's called simple. Then second
Simple.
one is continuous or progressive. Third one is perfect, and the fourth one is perfect continuous or perfect progressive. Okay, as you have described earlier, present tense always deals with anything about the present matter, whether something we do or something is happening, or something I have done recently, or something I've been doing quite a long time presently. These all are related to the present tense and present simple.
Teacher, can I add something?
Yeah, sure.
If I refresh my memory, present tense, when we will describe a physical and phenomenon that is always true, we use the present tense. Is it true?
Generally, it is true. Yeah. Okay. So let's crack on, Professor Ibrahim. I think who was your another mate? Let me see.
Drivener?
Was he Drivena?
Yes, Drivener.
Oh yes, Drivena. Where is he now? Okay, let me send a message, Professor Ibrahim. Carry on talking for a moment.
Okay. But when we deal with tense, sometimes I am struggling to when we will try to speak about future, if I have to use simple future or present continuous, because both can express future.
Mm-hmm.
And from that, we have to talk and to talk until it is normal in our head to choose one of them, the future, the simple future, or uh, con- present continuous. For example, I am planning to travel next year. I will travel next year. Both express an event that can be happen in the future.
Mm-hmm.
But which teacher Hatali is the highest correct, the most probably correct.
That's right. Okay, so Professor Ibrahim, thank you very much for highlighting. Let me briefly explain how tense is related to some other forms of grammar. Tense is related to three forms of verbs: present tense, present form, and past participle. And it is also related to person. And you know that first person, second person, and third person. Okay. It is also related to numbers. And I'm sure you know that singular
Plural.
and plural. Okay. And I'm trying to find out what is it related to: verb, person.
To jar. Female and male.
Yeah, gender.
Gender.
Okay. Male, female. All right. So the first most important thing we should know is the verb. And verb has quite a few forms, as you might be aware. The most important part that we deals here is regular and irregular verb. Professor Ibrahim, do you remember what are regular verbs?
Irregular verbs are those verbs that when we have to make their past, we have they change. For example, the most of regular verb they are finished by ed. By irregular verb like go, went, they change totally. It's an irregular verb.
Well done, Professor Ibrahim. You've got a very good explanation and memory. Thank you very much. So what we call regular because it doesn't change. So it takes only ed in the past tense and past participle form. Okay. And whereas it changes in the past tense and past participle form, those verbs we call them irregular verbs. Go, went, gone. Can you give me another example, please?
To be, I am, you were,
No,
I
irregular verb.
am.
Irregular verb.
Irregular. Irregular verb.
How about do?
Do, did, done.
Very good. Any other irregular verb?
Come, to come.
Mm-hmm.
Co- come, came, came.
Came, come.
Yes.
Come, came, come. Very good. But
Become, became, become.
very good. This is from come, become. Amazing, you know. Well done, Professor Ibrahim. So let's move on to our today's story that deals with present simple. The story is related to, okay? By the, how about read?
Read,
Mm-hmm.
read. It's a regular verb.
Yes, read, read, read. And some verbs, it never changes in past and past participle. Read, caught, lit. Especially these three verbs. But they sound differently.
What is lit, teacher?
Lit is when you're lighting something, like it's a moonlit night. Okay, Professor Ibrahim?
Not yet. I don't understand it yet.
Okay, let me show you so that it will be easier for you. Okay, lit is the past participle form of light.
Light,
And also it is a noun. Adjective, very good, enjoyable. The car is lit.
Lit.
Okay, let me show you, Professor Ibrahim. Yeah? As you have asked this, let me clarify. Can you see it? Professor Ibrahim?
yes, yes.
So it is an adjective and also it is noun and also verb. Look.
Yes, here we deal with the verb lit.
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 Okay. And also, let me find out the other verb. Lit. Lit is when something is lighted. We call it lit. Okay.
Okay.
And lit can be also used in formal English, like amazing, very good. Like the car is lit. It was the most lit party ever.
Lit.
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 Very good, Professor Brahim. Your pronunciation has developed. I'm really happy.
Thank you.
Okay, so let me go to our main page. Okay, so it's a story based on the present simple, whereas a narrator, the person, is describing. As we go through, Professor Brahim, I have decided from now on we'll also give you some ideas about basic pronunciation, how we can develop our sounds. Okay, it will be much helpful for you and all of our learners who are listening to us silently. Okay, would you like to read? Can you see the screen?
Yes, my name is Annie. Okay, my name is Annie, and this is what I normally do. I love to walk on the mountain
Oh,
during the
driver
week.
is here. Hang on a second. Let me do.
Oh,
Carry on reading. Let me.
okay. Let me tell hi to Drivener. Hi, Drivener.
Hello, hi.
How
Hello,
are you?
Professor Brahim. Hello, teacher RahatAli. Good to see you again. And keep working, please.
Okay, I am very happy that I am not alone in this classroom.
Yeah,
Professor Brahim,
Okay.
you're never alone. I'm always with you guys. Remember?
yeah.
Yes, we are three and 53 viewers. We are a very class, a very
Yeah.
big class. Okay, my name is Annie, and this is what I normally do. I love to walk on the mountain. During the week, I wake up early and go for a small walk on the mountain. I usually
Professor Brahim, it's a mountain.
mountain.
Very good.
I usually go with my father or my brother. I like to get some fresh air before we start our day. We live in the country far away from the city. We think that from the noise and pollution of the
You
city.
missed one sentence. We think.
Okay, okay. We think that to our country life is wonderful because we are away from the noise and pollution of the city. We often walk for about one half an hour and then return to our home. I always talk
Take.
I always take my bus after our walk and at about 8:30 a.m. and arrive at the school at 9 a.m. My father takes his car and goes to town to work. Works at a veterinary clinic. He is a vet and loves to help animals. We have three dogs and cats.
Very good. All right. There is a little part, driver. Now, would you like to finish this little part?
Yes, sure.
On the right hand side. Can you see it clearly?
One moment, please.
I'm moving a little bit. Yeah, now it's clear.
One moment. Okay. On the weekend, we woke up early and go for a hike on the mountain.
Wake up on the weekend.
Wake up.
It's
a little bit. It's not clear because I am from mobile phone and it's too little letters. for me.
Oh, sorry for
When
that.
yeah, but it's okay.
Can you do your mobile like this? Then it will be bigger.
Yeah, maybe.
Horizontal.
Okay, but if I make it horizontal, my picture doesn't allow me to read.
I see. It covers
Okay,
it.
okay.
It covers it.
I'll try. I'll try. On the weekend, we wake up early. I have to turn and go for a hike on the mountain. It's so nice to smell. It's so nice to smell the fresh air and see the wild animals. We stay there for about 3 hours and bring our lunch with us. As you as you can see, my family loves nature.
Okay. Professor Brahim, would you please read this part as well? Because after this, Driven is going to read the first part. Because
Okay.
based on the story, there will be some more questions. So you have to remember both of you. That's why I need to read. Professor.
Okay. On the weekend, we wake up early and go for a hike on the mountain. It is so nice to smell the fresh air and see the wild animals. We stay there for about 3 hours and bring our lunch with us. As you can see, my family loves nature.
Very good. Both of your sound has developed. I must appreciate Drivana and Professor Brahim. Out of curiosity, were you practicing a lot with other teachers and as in your home?
I try to do my best with my students, with my family, with my kids, and everywhere I can. When I go to work out on the Sunday, I talk to myself as a crazy man, but I say to myself, I am practicing my English.
Thank you. That's great.
Yeah. And what do you respond to yourself?
Yeah.
Drivana. All right. So Drivana, please read carefully. And Professor Brahim, now you can also read silently because there are a few questions, okay, based on this part. All right. Drivana,
Okay.
Drivana, go ahead, please.
Okay. My name is Annie, and this is what I normally do. I love to walk on the mountain. During the week, I wake I wake up early and go for a small walk on the mountain. I usually go with my father or my brother. We like to get some fresh air before we start our day. We live in the country far away from the city. We think that our country life is wonderful because we are away from the noise and pollution of the city. We often walk for about one half hour and then return to our home. I always make my bus after I always take my bus after our walk, and at about 8:30 a.m. I arrive at school. Why is it's double at?
Yeah, that's a misspelled. Well done.
Okay.
Misprinted.
At 9 o'clock a.m. Oh, I always take my bus after our walk, and at about 8:30 a.m. and arrive at school. Oh, at 9 o'clock
Okay,
a.m.
here have you noticed there are some other mistakes? I'm going to point it out later. Finish the reading first.
Okay, okay. My father takes his car and goes to town to work. He works at a veterinary clinic. He is a vet and loves to help animals. We have 3 dogs and 2 cats.
Okay, Professor Brahim and Drivana. Now
Yeah.
you both have read the story one time, okay? Now I'm trying to ask you the questions quickly. How many pets they have got? Professor Brahim first.
How many?
Pets they have got.
5, 3 dogs and 2 cats.
Drivana, is it the real and correct answer?
Oh, I forgot.
Okay. Okay.
I remember 3 dogs, 2 cats. Yeah.
Great. And what's the name of the speaker?
She's name is Annie.
Her name.
Her name.
She's Annie or her name is Annie? Look.
Okay. Yeah. She's name is Annie.
No.
No, her name.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's Annie.
She's Annie or her name is Annie.
Yeah.
We can
Her name is Annie.
yeah, we can say this sentence, remember, in 2 different ways. Like, oh, he's driving or his name is driving. Like, he's Professor Brahim or he's Professor Brahim. Similarly, he's Rahat Ali or his name is Rahat Ali. Whichever is suitable for you. Remember, we can express this sentence in 2 different ways, but it has got same meaning. No difference at all. Okay. Now, there are some question I'm going to ask you. Look, my name is Annie and this is what I normally do. What does normally mean, Professor Brahim?
Normally, it means usually, daily. It is a repetitive task that she did every day.
She does every day.
She does every day.
Okay. Now, driver, now what's your opinion?
I agree with Professor Brahim.
Well done. Bravo to both of you. And
No, but I can to make it. I can make a joke.
sure.
Yeah. Okay. That is what she does when she's normal.
That's great. Okay.
Yeah.
And next sentence, look, I love to walk on the mountain. Remember that this is one of the questions, guys. During the week, I wake up early, go for a small walk on the mountain. What does small walk mean, Drivana?
A small walk. It means, in my opinion, it means walking for a short time.
Okay. And how about you, Professor Brahim?
I agree. Short time.
I agree with him. Agree with.
I agree with him.
Very good. Agree with is a phrasal verb. When you're supporting anyone, you can use. I agree with Professor Brahim. I agree with, teacher Drivana, our guitar teacher. Okay. I agree with all our teachers, for example. Well done. High five to both of you. And there is another word, we live in the country far away from the city. What does country mean here, Professor Brahim?
Country. It's a town. I think. In the countryside, it means that the countryside. It's a town, a village.
Village.
Okay. So you both agree that it is village, yeah?
Yeah.
Great. All right. Then we live in a country. We think that our country life is wonderful because we are away from the noise and pollution of the city. What is the meaning of pollution?
Pollution. It's what we don't want. Pollution, noise pollution, dirty pollution, water pollution. It's what we makes lives not easy, not good. If in the city a lot of transportation that makes a big noise and pollution from what they reject when the engine is working, they reject stuff that is not good for our health, and it's a pollution. Pollution can be in water, in solid, and in noise. When the quantity of the sound is up to some level where our ears can support, it's a noise pollution.
Okay. How about you, Drivana? Is that
As usual, I agree with Professor Brahim, but I would add, for me, It's related to air. I would say, I would describe it like not fresh air.
So you mean to say how many types of pollutions are there? Professor Brahim has given some highlights. Possibly he didn't mention some other pollutions. Would you like to research a little bit, Drivana? Is there any other pollution? He mentioned air and he mentioned also water. Is there any other pollution, Drivana? Professor Brahim, if you know the answer, please don't say it now. Let driver try first.
Yeah. If you are asking, it means there is one,
There is,
but I don't know.
you know it.
Yeah, maybe, but I can't guess right now. Fresh water, air, and land, ground.
Anything else?
I'm not sure.
Okay. So, Professor Brahim, I'm going back to him. Look at the sentence, hang on a second.
From the noise and pollution, yes, pollution is noise is a sound. Pollution is all that sound that comes or that we can't hear. It makes life like we are in black when there is a lot of music.
Yes.
Dancing when the concert is finished, your ears are not very good and you will not sleep as you want because all that sound that comes to your ears are in your ears. It means that if the sounds are very high, that makes life not good. It's a noisy pollution.
Right. I was expecting this answer from Drivana because he's a guitar player. Drivana.
But for me, it's not a pollution. It's not pollution. For me, it's just my work.
Okay, sound pollution. You know this word, ultrasonic.
I'm not doing sound pollution. I'm playing.
or noisy. But when you go to a busy place, when you find that lots of people are talking like they're shouting, that is noisy. That is sound pollution, isn't it? That is not sweet. Music can be sweet and sonorous, but not the noise.
Yeah.
By the way, jazz.
The sounds of guitar are sweet, but when they came from an amplifier, they are very, very high.
Yeah, but I imagine this situation like on the street, we are playing some loud music, and in a couple of meters, another band playing another music, another composition. It would be awful.
That's right. That's what I was trying to figure out. Noise and sound pollution, especially, by the Jazz, thank you very much for the donation of 50 cents. And by the way, there is an offer, guys, from the 28th. They are starting Hallo Plus. If you make a live stream every half an hour, then you take the screenshot and send them after 14 days. There is a chance that few people will be awarded 1 month's free subscription to some teachers of your choice. Okay. And also, if anyone subscribes to me during these 14 days, I'll be getting double money. So if you're subscribing me with $10, I'll be getting $20. So I'll suggest people who are listening to me in these 14 days, if you donate anything within 14 days, it becomes double as well. So if somebody donates 50 cents, it will be $1. If someone subscribes to me with $10, it will be $20. That will be amazing offer.
Teacher RahatAli, I will subscribe to you, but you will return to me a half of money.
Sure, I'll do that. Okay.
In which currency?
In which currency you want?
In hard currency.
Yeah.
All right, so
I'm joking.
I understand. So there are basically three kinds of pollution, as you say, guys. Water is the most important pollution. Then air, all this carbon dioxide air, carbonated or carbon monoxide, smoke, fog, gas, farting, this, that, bursting. Then the noise, sound pollution, we call them, especially ultrasonic sound, which is much more higher intensity that our ear can bear. Okay, our ear has a bearing capacity. More than that, it cannot be possible to listen to this music. You'll close your ear.
Yeah.
As the driver has given example, there is a one big band and another band is next to it, while playing together means, oh, it is too much noise. But when you're playing yourself, that's fine. Okay, let's move on quickly. Next word was I was going to ask you. uh, AM and PM, what does it stand for? Remember, driver, we don't say 9 o'clock AM. We say 9 AM or 8:30 AM.
Okay.
So, do you know the full meaning of AM and PM, both of you? Let me ask driver first.
So I know it means I don't know how to full words. I don't know, but I know the meaning.
Okay, tell.
It means in the morning to afternoon,
Okay,
from midnight to afternoon.
okay, yeah, that's right. That is midnight to not afternoon exactly. AM. I'm going to explain in a moment. How about you, Professor Ibrahim?
Me too. AM means we are in the first part of the day from midnight to midday, and PM in the other part
Okay, so
from noon to midnight.
this both of the words came from the Latin word meridium. Okay, MERIDEM. Meridium in Latin word means mid noon or 12 o'clock. Okay, oh, it's not click, sorry, clock.
Okay.
Clock. So anti means Latin word anti means before, and post means after. Okay, and this is all, these words are mostly used in medical science as well, like we say postnatal symptoms, antenatal symptoms, postnatal disease, antenatal disease, posterior, anterior. There are many words with this prefix we can use in medical science. So just try to remember, anti means before, AM, anti meridium, that means before the noon. So it starts midnight 12 o'clock to daytime 12 o'clock AM. And PM means post meridian, that means midday 12 o'clock to 12 at night. Okay, clear, both of you?
Yeah.
Yes.
Bravo, high five.
Anti-meridium, post-meridium.
Very good. And meridium is a Latin word, and anti is also Latin word, post is also another Latin word. And if you remember that English language has lots of words from Latin, French, German, Italian, and many other languages. And if you ever analyze, you'll be surprised to know 25% words came from Germany, another 25% from Italy, another 25% from Latin, and 75% is gone. Other 25% is a mixture. And only when William Shakespeare started writing, he created many words. Those are the pure English words, honestly, guys. Before that, all these
Yeah.
English words are born from different languages.
Teacher, the word cat,
Mhm.
it's from Arabic. Cat.
Yeah, kittatun.
Qattatun.
Exactly. And there are there are a few other words like orange. It came from also Arabic.
Yes.
Okay. And then I think maktab, which is a school. But maktab is Arabic as well. Okay. Anyway, let's move on. Now they have got 5 vets. Okay, in veterinary, vets means who is a doctor of a veterinary clinic. In short, in form, we call them vet. Like he's a vet and loves to help animals. We have 3 dogs and 2 cats. Okay, all these parts are cleared, and let me see. Now the question pattern. Okay, who would like to try first? What does Yani love to do? Driver first, then Professor Ibrahim.
Okay. Annie loves walking with her family members. She loves walking with her father or her brother.
Okay, so
They are going to mountain. They usually go to mountain for a small walk.
Driver, you have answered question 1 and 2, right?
No, sorry.
You overlap. You
Yeah.
have to the second question.
Okay, Professor Ibrahim, let him answer 1, 2, 3, and you will answer 4, 5, 6 again, yeah?
Okay.
Okay, Professor not Professor Driver. Remember, what does Annie love to do? It should be only one sentence, yeah? Don't bring other
Okay.
answer.
I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. So what does Annie love to do?
Annie loves walking. Annie loves walking
Where? Look,
in the mountain. On the mountain.
on the, why you use on the mountain? Remember, we have to walk on the top of the mountain. That's why you use the preposition on the table,
Yeah.
on the mountain, on my live stream. Okay, remember, not in my live stream, on my live stream, on the mountain, on the table, on the top of the world, on the top of the morning. Clear?
Yeah.
Very good. Number 2, who does she walk with?
This question to me.
Yeah, you are going to answer 1, 2, 3, and Professor Ibrahim is going to answer 4, 5, 6, 7.
Okay. She walks with her father or her brother.
Okay. Professor Ibrahim, do you agree with his answer?
Yes, she goes usually with her father or her brother.
Okay, so that means driver's answer is correct, right?
I guess.
I suppose.
Yeah, I suppose. Okay, I guess. That's a good answer, guys. I suppose, I guess, I think. Don't say I think every time. You can use I guess, I reckon, I suppose. In my opinion, to the best of my knowledge, if you ask me, there are different ways. You can always, add your comment.
Yeah.
Okay, number 3, where does she live?
Where does she live? She lives in the countryside, far from big cities.
Okay. What do you think, Professor Ibrahim? Is it a correct answer?
I think the answer is correct.
Okay, well done. Driver, now your answer is correct now.
Thank you.
Professor Ibrahim, now it is your turn. Number 4.
How long? Yes.
Yes. Go on, number 4.
How long does she walk? She walk for a small. She goes for a small walk. Usually, normally, she goes for a small walk.
Professor Ibrahim, look at the sentence pattern again. How long does she walk? Okay.
The sentence, I understand that the distance, but it can be the time. Right?
That's right. It can be time. So, do you remember in the paragraph there was a mention of time? Driver, don't help him now. Let him try first.
Yes, before 8 a.m.
Okay. Okay. Driver, do you remember how long does she walk?
I don't remember exactly, but if I am right, It's half an hour
Look,
or 1 hour and a half.
1/2 hour. Actually, it is 1.5 hour. There is some printing mistake. You see, you already spotted out one double line. It should be 1.5 hour. We look at this, Professor Brahim. We often walk for about 1.5 hour,
Oh, yes.
and then return to our home.
Yeah.
Okay,
Teacher Rahat, does it mean 1 hour and a half?
that's right. In English, we
Yeah.
say 1.5. Always remember, if it is 90 minutes, you can say it is 90 minutes. That's fine. Or if you say like 1.5. And very often we use in our medication, when a medication needs to be broken, we say take 1.5 tablets, plural, because 1.5 makes it plural. 1 tablet and half
Yeah.
tablet, 1.5 tablets. Okay,
Okay.
similarly 1.5 hour. Clear?
Yeah.
Very good, Professor Brahim and Raivana. Now, where is the question number 5 gone? Question number 5, Professor Brahim.
What time does she arrive at school? According to the text, she arrive at 9 a.m.
She arrives.
She arrives at 9 a.m.
Very good. Remember, both of you, if there is S after the verb or D sound, we must pronounce it clearly. Arrives, helps,
Arrives.
asks,
Does.
does, goes, walks, comes, wants. Practice few of this together. And the most difficult part of this verb is I'm writing it. Very often even sometimes I am also confused to pronounce like this word. Asks, okay?
Asks.
Asks, yeah. All right, very good, Professor Bram. Next one, number 6.
Where does her father work? Her father works on a clinic of animals.
We should say in a clinic, not on a clinic. What kind of clinic it is, Professor Brahim?
Animals is he is a veterinary for animals. It's a clinic for animals.
Okay, driver, do you remember the word, what he said?
Veterinary clinic.
He works at a veterinary clinic. Yes,
Yes.
remember, and vet is the doctor for the animals. Very good. Number 7.
The last question in this part: what do they do on the weekend? On the weekend they go for a long walk, for a picnic. I guess it's a picnic. They bring with us their lunch and they go to picnic.
All right. Okay. We think it's a picnic. Okay. Let me ask Drivena. Drivena, what do they do during the weekend?
Oh. They go to the mountain.
Yes, Professor Ibrahim, look at the second sentence here. On the weekend, we wake up early and go for a hiking on the mountain.
Hiking.
Remember, we have to use this word. I'm sure you know the meaning of hiking. Okay.
Yeah.
How do you explain hiking, Drivena?
Oh, like climbing.
Climbing. Yeah. Anything else?
No.
Professor Ibrahim? Hiking?
Hiking is to go for a long distance and having a stick on a hand.
On a stick?
Yes, a stick.
You mean ice skating stick?
No, not skiing.
Not
You have a stick on your hand because you need to have some help to climb the mountain.
All right.
Possibly. Possibly we need a stick.
Possibly, you're right. So literally hiking mean is, you both are half of correct, is a long walk, especially in the countryside. So when it says hiking on the mountains means they're going to have a long walk. It could be climbing up, it could be walking, it could be a family picnic. But here we need to understand, we need to use this word hike, because we are not sure whether there is picnic or not. In the last sentence, because in the last sentence, look at Professor Brahim and Revan, it says, as you can see, my family loves nature. It doesn't say anything, okay? But they got to their food, yeah. They said fresh, yeah. While they will stay there for about 3 hours and bring our lunch with us. It doesn't say whether they're going to eat the lunch there or not, okay? Bring our lunch. So it is bit not clearly mentioned, okay?
Yeah.
Well done, both of you, of this question. Now there is true and false questions. So now it is one by one. First one,
Why ban one? Driver
Okay.
first.
Driver first,
Okay.
then Professor Brahim, and vice versa after that. Driver, Annie is a vet. True or false?
False.
Okay. If anything is
Her
wrong,
father. Her father is a vet.
okay. If you find anything mistake, Professor Brahim or Drivana, you must tell. Yeah. Must speak clearly and loudly. Yeah.
Okay.
It's not true. It's false, for example. Okay. All right. Professor Brahim, number 2.
And he does not like the mountain. It's false. She loves mountain.
Okay. And after finishing this true false, we are going to make some sentence with a similar pattern. Okay. For our practicing. Remember that there are some patterns, grammar patterns. Is it okay, both of you? It's very
Yes.
easy, but very powerful patterns. Remember that. And I'm going to explain some other things like you explained earlier, future tense. Sometimes we use present tense in the meaning of future tense, present indefinite as well. Okay, number 3, driver now.
Annie lives in the city. That's false. That's
Okay,
false.
where does she live then?
She lives
On
in the
the
village.
on the mountain?
No.
Okay.
In the sky?
In the in the sky.
Yeah. Possibly. I'm not sure, but she doesn't live in the city.
Okay. Number 4, Professor Ibrahim.
Her father is a farmer. It's false because her father is a vet.
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 Very good. Vet.
Vet.
Bravo. Number 5, driver now.
They seldom walk on the mountain. That's false. Because why any of these questions false are false? No one is correct.
Okay.
True.
Teacher, what is seldom?
Yeah, driver. Would you like
Rare.
not
It's rare.
not regular, rare,
Yeah.
or sometimes you can say.
Okay, rare.
So you're going to make a sentence, driver, and also Professor Brian with this word seldom.
Yeah. Who is going first?
After you.
Driver.
Yeah, me. Can I? Okay. I seldom wake up early.
Really? What time do you wake up then?
Really?
What time do you wake up then?
I can say I seldom go to sleep early as well.
All right. Okay. So Professor Ibrahim, seldom means very rare or not regular or almost never. It is an adverb. Okay. Or you can say sometimes, but not regular. Or another word is on and off. Okay,
On and off.
on and off, yeah. But on and off is kind of regular. Actually, it is not correct answer. Seldom is almost never, you can say. Very rare or rare.
Yeah.
Okay, and there is a very famous phrasal verbs. I'm going to say it after Professor Ibrahim's explanation. Professor Ibrahim, make a sentence, please.
Okay, I seldom go to watch a movie on a cinema since a while. I can explain why, because we have a lot of movies on YouTube, on Netflix, and it's not necessary to go to a movie theater.
That's great. I seldom go to the movies. That means I don't go to the movies very often. Maybe once in a blue moon. Yes, once in a blue moon.
Yeah.
Okay, once in a blue moon. You can use as well. In a blue moon. It's very good phrase. I remember that some phrases we use in conversational English, we never write it. So this is one of them. Almost every phrases. Whenever you use, remember Professor Ibrahim and Drivena, phrases are only should be used during our conversation, not in written form. Like, hey, we don't say I'm over the moon. In conversation, you can say I'm over the moon. I'm once in a blue moon. Means very rare. Okay.
Yeah.
Like once in a blue moon, I go to Paris. Okay. Or you can say once in a blue moon, I swim in the cold water. All right.
Yeah.
Clear, both of you?
Yeah.
Okay. There is a famous, another phrase: barking dogs seldom barks.
Repeat, please, teacher.
I'm writing it.
Okay.
Oh, where is it gone? Can you see it?
No.
Maybe
I can see once in a blue moon.
maybe Hello has filtered it. Hello has a lot of filtration nowadays.
It rains dogs and cats.
No, no, no. It's called barking dogs. I'm writing.
Barking.
Seldom bite. Yeah. So hello is filtering the word. So it means I'm going to write in a here. Okay. 1 second. Where should I write?
In the screen.
No,
Yeah, on the screen.
I can't write in the screen. No, it's a PDF format. Okay, I'll write it in subscriber chat later. It means that you'll see when you'll be walking, sometimes you see some dogs will be shouting at you, like barking, boo, 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 boo. But it is not going to bite you, which means that some people are so showy, but they don't have any good knowledge. Okay, that is the
Yeah.
literally meaning, you know.
Okay.
And also, there is another similar kind of phrasal verb is an empty vessel sounds much. People who do not have much knowledge, they always try to show off. That means,
Yeah.
so it is a similar kind of meaning. Okay, well done and bravo. Let's move on. Okay, now we have to fill the story. Drivena, you will go first, and after that, Professor Brahim. We don't have much time, so we have to be quick.
Teacher, can you scroll it for the left a little bit? Yes. Now it's okay.
A little bit more, please.
Is it
Yeah.
okay?
Yeah. It's clear. Annie likes to walk on the mountain.
Mm-hmm.
Is it?
Yeah, go on quick.
One sentence?
Now, read the whole paragraph, and after that, Professor Brahim will read it. It is also kind of reading speed. We have got 6 minutes exactly. It should
Okay.
take 2 minutes, more than 2 minutes for each of you. Remember,
Okay.
the verb is there. We have to use only the present form of the verb. That is
Yeah.
the rule.
Yeah. Annie likes to walk on the mountain. During the week, she wake up early and goes for a small walk. She usually goes with her father and brother. She likes to get some fresh air. She lives in the city. Oh,
Yes.
she doesn't live.
Oh, don't worry. She doesn't live.
She doesn't live in the city. She always takes the bus at 8:30 a.m. and arrives at school at 9 a.m. Her father takes his car and goes to town to work. He works at a clinic. He loves animals. They like to go to the mountain and on the weekend and see the animals. Annie stays there for about 3 hours with her family. Annie's family loves nature.
Very good. Well done, Professor Brahim.
Okay.
You read 90 seconds. That is cool. I was checking the time.
Okay. Annie likes to walk on the mountain during the week. She wake up early
Wakes
and
up.
go.
Wakes up.
She wakes up early and goes for a small walk.
Mhm.
She usually goes with her father and brother. She likes to get some fresh air. She doesn't live in the city. She always takes the bus at 8:30 a.m. and
Arrives.
arrives
She.
at and she arrives at school at 9 a.m. Her father takes his car and goes to town to work. He works at a clinic. He loves animal. They like to go to the mountain on the weekend and see the animals. Annie stays there for about 3 hours with her family, and if Annie's family loves nature.
Very good. Both of you. Well done. High five and bravo to both of you. That's really cool. The one word animal. You see, it is not animal. This A sound O in this word. Remember, A-N-O-M-O-L. Yeah. It should be animal, not animal. Remember that. It's one of the bit different type of pronunciation. Professor Brahim and
Animal,
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 animal.
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 Very good. Well done. You
Yeah.
both have done very good way of understanding present simple. All right, and thank you very much for joining today. I'm very happy to see both of you. Remember that the Hallo has started these competition from the Monday starting. So if you have time, just participate. It will be really an amazing for all of you. So how was your drive, Anas? Or I should have asked you.
Oh, that was okay, but next week will be a little bit busy for me. We have a concert to the New Year celebration for the New Year celebration, and my class has an exam.
Okay.
I will be busy, but in the evening I will be free.
All right, that will be great. And how about you, Professor Ibrahim?
Today it's great. I went in the morning to the university and I worked until the midday. I returned back to my house because it's the Friday and I have to pray the Salat al Jumu'ah prayer. And after that, in the afternoon, go. I went. I went to the university for the second time. But now I am with you with Drivener practicing our English, and I am very happy to do that.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Bravo. Well done, both of you. Thank you very much. Keep practicing. I will see you tomorrow, 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
Okay.
Inshallah.
Okay.
If you have
See
any
you.
questions,
Thank you.
if you have any question in the meantime, write in the subscriber chat. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you very much. You take
Okay.
care.
Take
Thank you,
care.
teacher
Bye.
RahatAli. Thank you, Driver.